guys, Sherry here from Fit to Be Live. So I'm really excited today because we are beginning our homesteading journey, and I guess we've kind of done bits and pieces in the last few months. We got our chickens this past summer, but this year we are expanding the garden. So let me show you what it looks like right now. We're at the end of March, we still have snow on the ground is still frozen, but things are starting to thaw. We're getting those early spring rains, so we've been busy. So if you look around behind me, right now we've had just 3 little raised beds and a compost pile in the back. And we've actually grown a good number of items in there. We've had tomatoes, we've had peppers, peas, lettuces, all sorts of stuff, onions, carrots, and it's been great. But this year I want to plant a lot more. I want to do potatoes, I want to have a lot more variety of lettuces and just a lot more of everything. I've gotten into fermenting, so I want to have cabbages, I want to have some cucumbers and things that I can actually store for the winter and keep us going well into the year. So far this year what I've done is I have been busy raking and collecting leaves and pine needles. All of this stuff has come from the border of our property. So of course all the leaves have fallen and needles have fallen, and with the fall winds everything collects around the edge of the property. So I've been raking it and putting it in a heap here, and clever use of old floor mats just to weight it down in case it gets windy and rainy, and here we are. That's really just the very beginning. My plan is to have 3 raised beds 30 feet long. So they're literally going to pretty much start where those raised beds are, and they're going to go almost all the way to the deck. So that's pretty long. I haven't actually calculated the square footage that's going to give us for gardening, but it's a lot more than what we have had. So that is the garden area, and that is the plan. We very quickly outgrew the small composter that we have, and I think it was last year we actually started to make a compost heap over here behind me. It doesn't look like much. In the summertime we actually just have skids kind of up against it in a teepee fashion, and it keeps everything contained, kind of keeps pests away. We haven't had any issues with pests. But of course those skids got frozen into place when winter started, so then we started to have to just throw everything beside this heap. And because we had some stuff coming out of the chicken coop here, we were able to actually shovel that onto the heap once I was able to get these skids out this spring. So we now have a very good pile here, and I've covered it with a black tarp just to help speed up the heating process and the composting process, because I really want what's here on my garden before I plant my garden. So kind of excited about this compost section of the property, but I'm also going to be redoing this so that we have something more formal than just a big pile of stuff on the ground here. So that's in the making as well. So this is our run for the chicken coop, the way we have it set up right now. And in the summertime when it's not frozen to the ground, we can actually pull it right up to the chicken coop, open up the little flap door, and they come out and they're contained in this little run. Over the winter, we've just on nice days, we've been able to open the door wide and let them run in here. And whenever I do clean out the coop in the winter, rather than hauling everything over to the compost pile, a lot of it we've just put in here to make it more comfortable for the chickens. But now that spring is here, I have quite a bit of stuff in here that I'll be raking up, adding to the compost pile, and helping speed that process of composting along, because this is very rich in nitrogen, very rich in chicken poop, so thank you for your contribution, chickens. And so that will definitely help make it a hot pile. We'll just have to be careful that we don't have our soil too nitrogen rich, because of course that's not good for the plants either. So once we get all the beds put together, I will be conducting a soil test to determine what needs to be added or removed or balanced in the garden, and I'm really hopeful that this is going to be a terrific growing season. So thank you for coming along with me. I'm so happy I get to share it with you, and I'm really excited, so stay tuned. We'll have more to show you as the days go by.